What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Happy Friday, everyone. Today is a Spin Master Monster Jam collection, so we'll go ahead and start the video with Gears Blue Thunder. Now this thing, golden chassis and wheels with white roll cage and tires with golden beacon printing with Gear Monster Trads. Moving on to Ice Grave Digger. Now this thing, blue chassis and wheels with white roll cage with clear blue tires, white beacon printing with Ice Monster Trads. Moving on to Zombie Megalodon. Now this thing, black chassis with red roll cage with green wheels, black beacon printing with zombie glitter trads. Moving on to Galaxy's Monster Mud Dalmatian. Now this thing, cyan chassis, beacon printing and beadlocks with black roll cage and wheels with Galaxy glitter trads. Moving on to Fire Son of a Digger. Now this thing, orange chassis and wheels with yellow roll cage with strong orange tires with orange beacon printing with Fire Monster Trads. Moving on to Hunter Max D. Now this thing, gray chassis with brown roll cage with mahogany wheels, chrome beacon printing with Hunter glitter trads. Moving on to Gear Zombie. Everything looks the same as Blue Thunder. Moving on to Ice Dragon. Everything looks the same as Grave Digger. Moving on to Zombie El Toro Loco. Now this thing, black chassis with red roll cage, yellow roll cage with red wheels with black beacon printing with zombie glitter trads. Moving on to Galaxy's Bakugan Dragonoid. Everything looks the same as the Dalmatian. Moving on to Fire Grey Cliffs Mohawk Warrior without a mohawk. Everything looks the same as Son of a Digger. Moving on to Hunter Earthshaker. Now this thing, gray chassis with black roll cage, mahogany wheels, chrome beacon printing with Hunter glitter trads. Moving on to the Neo Galaxy Grave Digger. Now this thing, white chassis with light purple roll cage with Pink wheels, teal tires with white Beakage printing. Moving on to the Nitro Gravedigger. Now this thing. Pink chassis with black roll cage and tires with purple Beakage printing and bead locks with teal wheels. Moving on to Beakage Customs Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with green roll cage with dark green wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Gravedigger Orange. Now this thing. Silver chassis with orange roll cage and wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Gravedigger Red. Now this thing. Silver chassis with red roll cage and wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Gravedigger Purple. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage with blue wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Gravedigger the Legend. Now this thing. Black chassis with yellow roll cage, silver wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with blue roll cage, purple bead locks, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs, the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with lime green roll cage with farm green wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs, the 40th Anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with black roll cage, teal wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs, Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing. Orange chassis and bead locks with black roll cage, silver wheels, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to Beakage Customs Aftershock. Now this thing. Yellow chassis and wheels with blue roll cage, Beakage printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Slinger. Now this thing, red chassis with white roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Wild Side. Now this thing, dark poison chassis and wheels with silver roll cage, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Zombie. Now this thing, maroon chassis with white roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Big Kahuna. Now this thing, black chassis with light blue roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Iron Outlaw. Now this thing, iron red chassis and wheels with silver roll cage, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Kraken. Now this thing, copper chassis with iron roll cage, pink wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Avenger. Now this thing, silver chassis with lime green roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs El Toro Loco. Now this thing, silver chassis with black roll cage, orange wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Velociraptor. Now this thing, silver chassis with mahogany roll cage, black wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Jurassic Attack. Now this thing, silver chassis with purple roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Northern Nightmare. Now this thing, black chassis with red roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Blue Thunder. Now this thing, black chassis with blue roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Max D. Now this thing silver chassis with yellow roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Calavera. Now this thing silver chassis with pink roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs BKT Grown Together. Now this thing silver chassis with green roll cage, dark green wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Wolf's Head. Now this thing silver chassis with brown roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Black Pearl. Now this thing silver chassis with golden roll cage and wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Soldier Fortune. Now this thing silver chassis with army green roll cage and wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Black Ops Soldier Fortune. Now this thing black chassis with silver roll cage and wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Overboard. Now this thing black chassis with iron roll cage, aqua wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Time Flies. Now this thing silver chassis and roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Lucas Stabilizer. Now this thing black chassis and roll cage with silver wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Scooby-Doo. Now this thing silver chassis with golden roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs Megalodon. Now this thing silver chassis and roll cage, black wheels, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to Bigoty Customs the Collection of Champions King Sling. Now this thing silver chassis and wheels with green roll cage, black muffler, Bigoty printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Bog Hog. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, orange wheels and chocks, chrome muffler, silver muffler, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with dark blue roll cage, purple wheels, black muffler, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Jester. Now this thing. Silver chassis wheels with red roll cage, chrome muffler, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Earthshaker. Now this thing. Yellow chassis wheels with gray roll cage with silver muffler, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions BKT Grown Together. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple, black roll cage, green wheels, black chrome muffler, BKT printed tires. Moving on to Custom Gravedigger Ride Truck. Now this thing. Green chassis with silver wheels, flotation tires. Moving on to Gravedigger 7. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with lime green roll cage flotation tires. Moving on to the Green Ghost Gravedigger. Now this thing got silver chassis and wheels with lime green roll cage flotation tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Gravedigger. Now this thing. Everything is all green except the roll cage is all, the wheels are white. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Blue Son of a Digger. Nitro Neon Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Everything is all blue except the wheels are white. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Earthshaker. Now this thing. Everything is all yellow except the wheels are white. Moving on to the pink Nitro Neon Calavera. Everything is all pink except the roll cage is black. Moving on to the teal Nitro Neon Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Teal chassis and wheels with brown roll cage and tires. Moving on to the red Nitro Neon Northern Nightmare. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll Cajun tires with silver wheels. Moving on to the light blue Nitro Neon Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing. Light blue chassis and tires with yellow roll cage with black wheels. Moving on to custom Nitro Neon Thunder Wars. Now this thing. Iron orange chassis with iron red chassis with silver roll Cajun wheels with yellow tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing. Silver chassis with green roll Cajun tires with black wheels. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Max T. Now this thing. Silver chassis with yellow roll Cajun tires with black wheels. Moving on to custom Elementals Trucks Gravedigger. Now this thing. Purple chassis with black roll cage with green and yellow wheels on the left and orange and red wheels on the right with blue tires. Moving on, last but not least, to custom phased out Son of a Digger. Now this thing. White chassis with black roll cage, 2 red wheels, 1 black wheel and 1 white wheel, 2 white tires and 2 black tires. And that'll be it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, you turn on your notifications to my YouTube page, Parker Wilson's Bleak and His Amigos. Have fun.